Okay, well, I think I'm ready. We'll have to wait and see here. We'll find out in just a minute or 17. It's off to work. We go. Some of us anyway. A few people it's going. Some people don't know when they're going, where they're going, what time they're supposed to be there, if they're supposed to be there. With delayed openings for some government offices, it's become rather interesting to see who is open, who is closed, who needs to come to work on time, who needs to come in late. Too confusing to me. And that's the one thing. Private enterprise, they just tell the people when to come in.
Right.
The government, they make it so complicated. I wouldn't know which end is up. And I think it's done by design. Just kidding. I don't know. Who knows? We're here.
We're
If you
here.
want to know what's going on where you work, call your boss. It was a thing back in the day to check with your radio and TV stations if there was a question about school closings. That later transitioned to the internet with today's technology. Y'all need to get this straight. With today's technology, and everybody with a cell phone, apparently with internet connections as well, there are more cell phones in this country than there are people in this country. Did you know that?
What are you trying to say?
There are more cell phones than there are people in this country. So everybody's
Yes.
got one, at least one,
True.
because that more people in this country includes those little babies from zero up until whenever before they
Yes.
even get a cell phone.
Our younger generation
Oh,
has got them now too.
everybody's got them
Kids. Yes.
except the little babies.
Yes.
So why not just communicate with all those text messages that you do? Hey, I'm here. How you doing? I'm on my way to work. I'm going to go here to get some stuff. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to get this done. Meet me at such and such. Why not just count on those devices when it's time to go to work or find out whether you're going to work? Why not just have your boss, one person at each job place, whether it's government or whether it's whatever,
Right. Right.
put out the word to
We did that
everybody.
years ago.
Yeah,
What
well,
we did was we had this person that would cover this group, that
yeah.
person cover that group. Everybody sent out one text message and
Yeah, but then
you
you had to
knew.
spread it around. Why not have just one data bank with everybody that works for you? These people show up at this time. These people show up at this time. The one text message.
It's pretty much what they all do now.
They don't apparently because people have no clue when they're supposed to go in.
Oh, they know.
No, they don't.
They
That's what
know.
they're saying anyway.
Look, I've been putting on our page all week long everything I could find.
More than 400. Yes, I know. We shouldn't have had to do that. We did it. Don't mind it. That's
We do
okay.
it out of
But
courtesy.
some people need
right.
y'all got those blasted phones and internets. Use them for the right things. Hey, you want to meet after work today? Oh yeah. Do we really work today? Oh yeah. I'll meet you after work even if we don't work. I use it for social media stuff, right? Instead
Have
of
you had your Mountain Dew
information.
this morning?
Yeah, twice.
God.
So seriously, with today's technology, with about 400 million cell phones in service today, in this country today, you'd really think that businesses and local governments, different agencies in the governments, would have a database to alert all of their employees instantly with information about closings. All schools, court systems, updated websites with the latest information and long. What's news? Who needs to be in court? Who doesn't? Whatever. The good news is that we have suffered pretty well since the big snowfall for 2026 left us somewhat frozen in place. We're getting over it. We were actually prepared for this one and we didn't panic. Yeah, there were a few nuts on the highway playing in the snow, sliding around parking lots, doing donuts over up the Greenville area. We heard some guys talking earlier this morning about people out there already early in a parking lot doing donuts. Come on, that was over the ham radio. Whatever. Yes, there were a few nuts out there. Not that many, thank goodness. Good morning. It's Friday Eve, and I'm Rayford Brown.
Good morning. So grateful it's Friday Eve and I'm Lee
Mhm.
Barrels. And
Did we get any snow overnight?
no snow overnight. We got
We
rain.
got a lot of rain.
And I was so happy to open the back door this morning and let the dogs out.
There were some folks happier than you were.
They ran like Free Willy, Free Willy. They were just like all over the backyard, like, oh my gosh, we can finally go outside to do our business.
Well, we got a couple that are still like, we're on edge. Where's the white stuff? I got
It's just very muddy out there right now.
Oh,
so.
great. Mud or white stuff.
By the end of next week, it'll all be looking good.
Yeah.
The weeds will be growing.
I'm complaining about everybody, but not really. It would be one of those things that in preparation, we don't have that many snowfalls to worry about, but there will be school closings. And yes, parents routinely get notified when there's like a shooting event or when there's a mass problem. A school or a group of schools or whoever the parents need to know about.
Right.
They generally are pretty good, and across most of the country.
Right.
They're pretty good about getting the word out. That's good. The rest of us need to take note of that. Like, okay, we don't really. Yeah, we're gonna go back to work, but we don't need everybody in at the same time. So, sections red, blue, and green. You hang out there. Come in at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Teams,
right?
Keep purple, chartreuse, and whatever. You come in at 9 o'clock this morning. For some of you, you'll be here at dark 30 because we got to get the heat on.
Well, I have to give props out to FedEx. I had ordered a piece of furniture. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it would come in as big as a box like it did.
Oh.
But how
big a piece of furniture did you order?
Anyway, it was like a couch in a box. It was big, and I was like, what? Anyway, that young man took it off his truck, wheeled it through my snow-covered yard, and was able to set it up on my porch. And I opened the door, and I said, thank you. I did not expect you to deliver that today. He goes, why not? I said, with these road conditions, it wouldn't have bothered me to have it, a couple days later. But thank you. Mm-hmm. So good job, FedEx.
Well,
post office, are you listening?
Well, I was going to just say something about the post office now, because yesterday I stopped as I was leaving to go to run an errand thing.
Right.
And there was our normal mail guy out there, our buddy Steven. He's a great guy.
Yes.
He was out there, and he just already made his way up to the porch and was walking back through, trudging his way back to
the mushy snow.
Yeah. Well, it was still plenty of snow. It didn't do bad. It was easy walking then, not the icy kind or the muddy kind. So I got him as he was coming around his truck, and I just rolled the window down and say, hey, how's it going? He said, that's fine. I said, no packages over there. He said, no, I didn't see a thing today. I said, well, I've got a couple hanging out there somewhere.
Right.
Don't know where they are. And 7 o'clock or 7:30 last night, whatever, ding dong, whatever sound my doorbell makes. And I had 2 packages. The 2 packages that were, they were still within the code of when they could be delivered and still be on time through the eBay folks. But the eBay folks keep sending me messages updated in transit. They didn't know exactly where it was until it got to Jacksonville. And then they were able to, it was in Jacksonville. Okay, so I know that they got overloaded beginning Monday.
Yes.
They had to be overloaded.
Well, I can tell you,
deliver Monday.
They didn't get a truck come in Sunday. They did not get one Monday. And I think they got one late Tuesday afternoon because the trucks are coming from Fayetteville and Charlotte. So the post offices here did not get any trucks until Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So, and of course, Tuesday, the conditions were somewhat rough. I know a lot of the carriers went out there and tried.
Yep.
They got some stuff done, but
I wasn't complaining.
No, I wasn't complaining because
I would have waited till today. I mean, it didn't make that much difference.
The only thing I get in my mailbox is what they call standard mail, which is junk mail. That's the only thing I get besides packages. And I'm not worried about it. Look, I spent many of a year out there trying to deliver during bad weather. I know what it's like.
You just dump the junk.
I never dumped the junk. I got my stuff done. I did. I was very conscientious about that. But there was days we could not even go out.
I couldn't have stood it. No. They'll never know.
Yeah, it's rough because and people want to holler, I didn't get any mail. Are you out there driving the roads? And the thing about it is you have to remember you have to pull off the road to a mailbox. And do you know what that's like when it's all icy? Well,
Especially if the road has been partially plowed.
yes, and the
then
snow is all in
there's
front of the
a bank
mailbox.
up there, and then you got to dig the snow out to get to the mailbox.
Well, you know what, Rayford? It was a beautiful
No, it
snow.
wasn't.
It was a beautiful snow for the
It's
weekend.
getting pretty now.
But you know what? Here it is. What Thursday? It's Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Snow is over.
No, it's not. It's coming again.
It's done.
It's coming again. It's on the way.
Everybody can go out today and go to the grocery store.
It's on the way.
And would you
What do they
stop?
return their milk and bread that they bought last week?
We all survived. You know, we all sat at home and watched movies and colored in our coloring books, played cards. I mean, we all had.
You played cards with whom? And
I can play solitaire by myself. Anyway, you know,
who
I mean,
wins?
I do every time. Well, what I'm saying is it came, it's here, it's on its way out. We all survived. Done, over with. Let's move on.
You haven't found everybody yet. Chris Marks is getting things together out there in the region. He'll be back in the saddle next Tuesday. He's got a bunch of appointments and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
He's taking
Busy
care,
man.
taking care of business. What better time to take care of business than now?
That's
But
right.
before we get on to the other stuff here, the one thing I would strongly suggest is for those folks who doctors' offices, lawyers, especially doctors' offices, have a list of your appointments and have somebody with access to your computers at work so that you can send out a mass email to the people who have appointments scheduled for a certain day. Ding, hit the
Well,
button.
doctor's offices don't do that, but I guarantee you, if you are 15 minutes late for your appointment or you miss an appointment, you better get the checkbook out.
Yeah.
Mm.
What happens if they were late?
Well, how many times have
And
you
I was
sat in a doctor's office and waited 20, 30, 40 minutes
Well, I
past
do
your
that because I'm
appointment?
there early, generally.
Well, I can tell you the doctor that we both go to,
Mhm.
I've never had to wait over 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
I get there, check in, and 5 minutes later,
Yeah.
they're calling me.
Yeah.
So, but I can remember in the past of going into a doctor's office or a dentist office and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's so frustrating. I
So-
realize they're busy people.
No, they're not. Why do you think they're busy? Just because they're trying to keep us alive and well?
Well, that's important.
No, seriously. It would just as a business plan, it would be
Right.
wise to have one person who can. And I know for a fact that one dentist in town used to do that because I know who had that code to
Right,
get in
right.
and would always be making or rescheduling or
Right.
making sure these people were notified. That would be the
Well,
best way to do
The
it.
Onslow County schools do it.
Yeah.
They send out text. I know Pender does because my grandson still goes to Pender, and I get text messages every day from Pender.
He's still on probation. Can't come back to Oslo. What?
He lives in they live in Hampstead, but
Oh, okay.
I'm on the list, emergency contact, so I get constant, and then I get a newsletter every week from them by text, and that's Chris calling in now.
Uh-oh. Chris, do you need bail money?
No, I think I'm in good shape.
Do you need some donuts or anything? I could get some delivered.
Actually, I think it's about time as things get back to normal. Our church is actually going back to donuts this weekend, so it'll be good for a couple of people that I know and love and associate with.
Well, yeah, but what about us?
Fridays. I said Monday through Fridays from 7 to 9. So it'll be a happy day Tuesday. Every day's a happy day, but it was interesting. We were talking about doctors and waiting appointments. Two of them called late yesterday. We're calling to let you know that your appointment is going to be moved because the doctor's got a two-hour delay because their daughter has a 2-hour delay.
Okay. Yeah, somebody's got to stay with a kid going to school, right?
Yeah.
That's
right.
I really don't
All
have a big
rolls
deal with
around.
that. That's as long as I let you notify. They're notifying you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
think
interesting that it told you why. That's
Well, it's better than he's still playing golf.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
Not today. Maybe putt indoors.
Yeah. They do make those things. Well, never mind. Anyway, I think that everybody handled it well, and those that weren't around back in the late '80s for the big one, where it melted a lot quicker, a lot sooner. This one just, was to the point where everything was just perfect for it to stick around too long for everybody.
We didn't expect we were told we were getting that, possibly, maybe, not sure, could be, but we got slammed.
Well, if it had not been for the previous weekend, they would have been more definitive about
exactly.
this one.
Yeah.
Some of them got beat up the weekend before.
When you get kind of burned about, it's going to sleet and it's going to snow.
You're going to get freezing ice.
You're done. It's toast. You'll never make it through it. You're all going to die.
Chris, we have a listener, Dan's chick. I don't know.
Dan's chick?
Dan's chick, New Bern. I know they work in New Bern for the post office. Said, thanks for the firewood this past weekend.
Oh, Dan, yeah. They had stopped in, and they were just wanted to be cautious, and I said, sure. There's people that love helping Rayford. I love helping anybody that needs help. But they came from Hubert to get some wood, and Dan's more than welcome.
Can you come weed eat my yard for me today?
Bring your snow shovel.
I have a lot of weeds.
Well, it was interesting, Chris. I know that today is time at 8:00. But I don't know if anyone caught the article that Chris actually wrote about the snow.
Yes, I did.
And some of the, I thought there were some pretty interesting comments on there. Not mine, but, there's people that came here from up north, Boston, New York, areas like that.
We know all about it. We had it rough up there. You ain't got nothing down here.
Well, it was interesting. One of the ladies said that she just don't like it. She likes the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
That my kind of person right there.
Me too.
Likes it hot.
The reason
Dan's chick said his name is Dan Schick.
Schick. Yes, Dan Schick.
Welcome, Dan.
Why did you call him Chick?
Because his username is Dan's Chick on YouTube.
Oh, Dan's.
I have a username on YouTube. I don't use my real name.
No,
that makes me feel good when I go in there and say something ugly on somebody's page.
Kathy and I adopted Dan and Amanda's children. We adopted them as our grandchildren.
Nice.
And, they're wonderful children, wonderful parents. And Dan, of course, works for the post office. And, people that understand, and Lee, I'm a lot on your side on this one. What are they going to bring you in the mail?
Nothing but junk.
A lot of junk.
Most all your first class mail, which is first class mail has dropped so much over the years because most people use the internet or their telephones to pay their bills, or they have direct payment, coming right out of their checking account. So it's not like you sit there and get your electric bill and your water. I don't believe the people that would call me said, when's the mail running? Where's my water bill? I'm going to be late. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Well, I've got to pay my electric bill, or my electric was shut off because y'all didn't deliver my electric bill. Okay, first of all, they don't shut your electric off for being a couple days late. A couple months, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
but they also don't do it during emergency weather situations.
That's right. So, but it's not so much anymore. People don't care. I haven't checked my box in a week. I need to go out there.
Well, that's because you have people walking up to your door, messing up your snow in your yard to try and get your attention.
That was weird yesterday.
You had a strange visitor and she didn't hang around, huh?
That was so weird yesterday. There was a young man and young woman walking down the middle of the road, and it was raining. And they had no raincoat. They just had, like me,
Maybe
hoodies.
they needed some help.
And they had hats on, but they had some type of ID around their neck on a lanyard.
I'm
But
the rainmaker. Let me know when you're ready for it to stop.
anyway, I have, my front door, if you come within a certain number of feet, the camera starts recording and it announces that it's recording. I love my door camera. But it also starts filming you. But right above the house number, I have a no solicitation sign.
Mhm.
So this girl gets up there. She doesn't ring the doorbell, but she's looking all around. She tries to open my outer door.
Oh, really?
Yes, which I keep locked.
Really?
It could be that she was going to open the door to knock. Who knows? But I would have knocked first. I wouldn't open anybody's door. And then she saw the sign that says no solicitation. So she looks at the camera and goes, "I'm so sorry. I just saw your sign." And she walks away. And I'm like, what in the world?
Well, should I tell you now or later?
No, you
Now.
go ahead.
'Cause here's
You
the-
already had me wanting to go out and shoot the woman.
Here's a standard operating procedure for people, particularly during daylight. They like to do this. They will go and they'll knock on your door, your front door. They'll ring your doorbell or whatever. These cameras that we all have these days discourages a lot of folks from wanting to do that. But here's their method of operation. If you come to the door, they'll have some story.
Right.
Oh, hi, I was just checking to be sure you got your this and this and this and
Right.
this. Did you get your telephone book in the mail? Did you?
No.
Whatever pretext reason they've got one. It's a canned response in case you answer your door. If you do not answer your door, that indicates to them that you're not at home, and then they go around to the back door. They're not going to break in through your front door.
Look, I know.
This is their method of operation.
Well, I watched them for a while because I went to my other cameras I have out front and I watched them. And evidently they were selling something, probably new internet service,
Stuff that they stole from the house next door.
Rayford. But why
Y'all are so-
are you standing in the middle of the road looking at your phones, which they probably have a walk list on it? And it's raining.
You don't have to be bright to be a crook, okay?
Well, look, I watched them for a while and I didn't even have to get up off the couch. I just.
Am I cynical, Chris, or am I realistic?
I believe you're realistic.
What was that? What was that
Called
you
experience.
sent me? This is what Rayford said.
About what?
You said,
Change your sign?
change the sign on my door.
Yeah, here's the one.
And it
It's
says,
a much better one.
we shoot every third solicitor, regardless of what they want. And the second one just left. Oh, Rayford.
Oh,
I think they need to educate them better in realizing that when they're out there selling a security system, the cameras and things, if you have a sign up in your yard that says you already have the service,
yeah.
don't go up there and tell them, well, yeah, I realize you have service, but ours is much better.
Well, no,
Well-
I'll tell you what. There was one company, it was a shyster, personal opinion. They did show up when I was not at home and did have a better deal, supposedly. And managed to end up we'll take care of taking care of all the arrangements. I'll have a guy back in here this afternoon, a little bit later on. And they'll make all the changes for you. We'll take your system out. We'll put our system in. What I need the codes to get into your system.
Yeah, wrong. Not happening.
Yeah. What? Then I got home. Then I was waiting for them when they came back.
No,
And then it got ugly.
I'm a very suspicious person by nature. I worked in that field for many, many years. And I taught security things to do around your house, like cut your bushes back, for one thing. You've got bushes growing up past your windows and people can hide behind them. Little things like set out a big dog bowl on your front porch that says Duke or something, but so many things that I taught there when we had the lodge. And so plus I was a licensed private investigator. So I spent a lot of time following people. So I learned a lot of tricks of the trade. So I'm very vigilant about what's going on around my house.
I just had a great idea.
Oh no.
While y'all were talking about that, about doorbells and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm going to change my doorbell so that y'all all know what a pineapple is, right?
Yes.
Not the kind of pineapple that you eat. The
No.
World War II pineapple. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm scared.
The World War II pineapple. There's one or two hanging around here. They're not working anymore, but it has a pin in it. Don't ring the doorbell. Pull the pin. And attach it to the front.
And
Wouldn't that
run.
be fun? I wonder how many idiots would do it.
Well,
Especially if there's a countdown that starts. When they do it, it says
I try to be a
5.
very nice
4.
neighbor. I try to be very nice and very respectful of my neighbors. But lately
Just
in our
trying to-
hood,
you're just trying to butter up to the mayor and others.
lately in our hood, we've had a lot of craziness, and it's not just our neighborhood; it's everywhere. But been a lot of craziness lately.
Chris, I think we could do something with one of those pineapple things as a ring doorbell deal. Well, I think
I love the
that's
idea.
that's not a bad idea. The more I think about it, well, it'd be fun.
I will say that if you ring my doorbell, it plays the national anthem, and I get so tickled watching people standing outside and putting their hand over the heart or saluting my doorbell.
Well, it is like, before you go to the weather break, and I know it's that time, I was disappointed in one thing, and everybody knows the Super Bowl's on
Yes,
this Sunday,
right.
and a lot of people have already said they're not watching Bugs Bunny. They're going to go to something else at halftime.
Turning Point USA.
Turning Point USA.
That's right.
Woody Woodpecker Show. But what was disheartening was the other night they had what they call a Pro Bowl game. The old days when you made the
Yes.
Pro Bowl, you played the football game.
Right.
Now it's flag football on a 50-yard field. But what was very disappointing is during the national anthem, they all left their hats on. They didn't have helmets now. We're talking like beach hats.
Oh,
And they all did that.
That's
It
just disrespectful. Just
Thank you.
Just go away. Leave me alone.
it is
You
disrespectful.
know, I probably will. I could help you take your hat off. if you
Rayford made
like.
me take off my headband at one of the high school football games when they got national.
It's
Take that off your head.
It is a cover.
It was a headband.
Take it off.
What I try to say is take off your cover, your hat, your
Mhm.
beanies.
Yes, sirree.
Take that barrette out of your hair.
And
Oh
if it covers more than 3 hairs, take it off.
Like, okay.
Well, I will let you know that even in the press box, we take ours
I know
off
you do.
and
Yes.
I turn
whatever
around and
like
check you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't
one
give
thing
up.
that you talk about that. Have you ever noticed during the national anthem when people have their hand over their heart? Some people have them like over their belly, way up here on their shoulder, down below the heart. Does anybody know? Do you know where your heart's at?
Yes,
Do you know where to place your
I've
hand?
been inside people, remember?
Yeah, I mean,
In the cavities.
I,
It ain't on the left side where you think.
well, but I'm just
No.
saying, I look around as I have the hand over my heart and like looking at where some of the people place their hands, and I'm like, that's not your heart.
Well,
Okay.
I
It's
gotta
the
tell
thought
you,
that counts there.
yeah, and the best fans of any sport
Yes.
that will always do it, NASCAR.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Don't get me started about NASCAR.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Do you
Okay.
know they
Thank you,
didn't
Chris.
finish the race on Fox last night?
They moved it to a channel that's not available around here.
I am just, well, I'll
Do you
tell
know who
Rayford
won?
about
Do you
that
know who
later.
won?
Do what?
Do you know who won? What
Yes.
else do you need to know?
Well, I would have loved to have watched the end of it. But
Why?
the thing about it is what happened, Rayford. It was supposed to be on regular Fox last night.
I just watched a rerun.
Regular Fox channel, So I get on there and it's not on Fox.
They
I
had
got
some breaking-
Saturday Night Live on
They
there.
had breaking news.
And then I went, you have breaking news?
No, they had breaking
Oh,
news.
well, then I went to YouTube and watched it on there, but it was only you can only get a 5-minute preview. You had to download the Fox app. I have to download the Fox app because I pay for Fox.
Mhm.
So I did that. Unfortunately, it was all in Spanish.
Mhm.
So then I went back and I texted a good friend who's in sports and I said, you need to call TV 12 and you need to run north.
Why didn't you call?
Where? No, he's got his direct number. Anyway, to make a long story short, I did not know that Spectrum just recently changed their channel lineup. Where Fox was on channel 8 is now on channel 3. So I was able to switch over and find the race on channel 3 on
In time.
Spectrum, and halfway through. But when it came to the end of the race, they went to some. I don't even know, Chris.
FS2.
Oh well, I didn't know that because I fell asleep.
Well, we
I
don't
got
have
tired
it here,
of it.
So
Well, if you
I have
if you
FS2.
fell asleep, what difference does it make? You didn't care. You weren't even concerned.
Doesn't
enough to
matter.
stay
I
awake.
fell asleep
Golly.
because
Girl.
I got tired of trying to find the race. So all I've got to say is y'all better do better.
Oh, my
Daytona.
goodness gracious. Whatever.
I'll let y'all go do the weather.
Thank you, Chris.
I'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Oh, Too Real for TV said he caught someone on his camera going into his car a couple of weeks ago.
That happens.
And they caught the person. Was that the one they were chasing in my neighborhood?
Did they beat him
couple weeks
severely
ago?
about the head and shoulders?
I don't know. I wonder if
Well-
that's the one. Do you live in Jacksonville? Because 2 weeks ago is when I caught the guy on camera at my house, and JPD standing out there going like, "Come out, or we're gonna put the dogs on you," with their guns drawn. I'm like, "Ooh."
They named their guns after their favorite dogs.
No, I'm
My
just
dog
saying.
is getting ready to bark.
I'm just saying, like, between the dogs and the gun, I stayed in the house. I
That
was
would
like,
be a good
y'all
idea.
got it handled.
Okay. Ready to
Excuse
do a
me.
little bit of weather.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do weather.
Looking towards that ocean out there.
Mhm.
Beautiful waters of the Atlantic Ocean. Out to 20 nautical miles.
I'm practicing. Go ahead.
Northerly winds 20 to 25 knots today with gusts to 30. It's prettier below the surface than it is on the surface. Let's just put it that way today. Seas 4 to 6 feet, 2 to 4 near shore. Sounds and rivers are rough. There is a chance of rain, more rain, mainly this morning. Tomorrow, northwesterly winds 15 to 20, becoming westerly in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5 feet, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers choppy. Saturday, northwesterly winds 25 to 30 with gusts up to 35. Seas 5 to 7, 3 to 5 near shore. Sounds and rivers very rough.
Very rough. Don't go out today. Today, rain this morning with freezing rain, likely between 7 and 11 a.m.
So far, so good.
Then a chance of rain after 11 a.m. Cloudy with a high near 35. North wind around 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 17. Tonight, a slight chance of rain before 9 p.m. Mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming clear with a low around 19. Friday, sunny with a high near 50. Saturday, sunny with a high near 40. And I went ahead and jumped into next week. And Monday is looking like sunny with a high near 55. Tuesday, sunny, high near 61. Wednesday, cloudy with a high near 65. No rain in sight for next week.
May I ask you what next Saturday is? Not this week. What day is that? What?
I did not go past
No, but
Wednesday.
what, not what the weather is.
Oh, is it Valentine's Day?
Yeah, and this is the week of Valentine's is next week. Now the temperature is going to be in the
Oh.
60s again. Is that what you
Yes,
said?
climbing back up to the
Uh-huh.
60s.
What
Sunny.
what do I say every year about a week before or during Valentine's?
If you say the S word, I so
oh, I
help
do
me.
not.
So
no,
help
no,
me.
no. We usually have about a week of 4 to 5, 6 days of very warm weather for this time of year.
Right.
So we got it next week and the week of Valentine's. Just saying. I'm just saying out there. Studio this morning. It's 29 degrees, 99% humidity. Winds are out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. Rain, we've had some more rain. Right now, we got 0.79 in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
And as of 5:30 this morning, we had 0.54. So we've had another quarter of an inch since 5:30 this morning. 30.07 inches of mercury falling slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Lee, you over there in the
me.
woodlands of Jacksonville, 32 degrees, 96% humidity it was. Light winds out of the south-southwest, 2 miles per hour, and you had about a half inch of rain as well. Probably have some more by now.
Right.
And then Lee out there in Back Swamp, somehow or another, was not getting any significant rainfall.
He
had
lives
only
at the swamp. What is it? need rain?
0.04 inches of rain in his rain gauge. 32 degrees, 99% humidity it was at the time, 7 mile per hour winds out of the north-northeast.
Yes.
29.78 inches of mercury in the barometric pressure thingamabobber. Joe down in Swansboro, 32 degrees, 99% humidity, 1 mile per hour wind out of the east, half inch of rain, 0.49 inches, 29.87 inches of mercury. Dale over in Riverbend, he and Carol there, 32 degrees it was, 99% humidity, 4 mile per hour winds out of the northeast, 0.56 inches of rain at that time. Ward in Cedar Point, 32 degrees, 96% humidity, light northeasterly winds, 0.52 inches of rain, 30.05 inches of mercury in the barometric pressure thing. Randy, he had Boomer out this morning on the golf cart. Randy has been chilling, but he has to go back to work today.
Let's go back.
Yeah, but Randy
Been
had,
off too much.
Randy at 31 degrees, 92% humidity, 3 to 5 out of the east-ish, 0.66 inches of rain. Yeah, we do appreciate all of the local amateur radio operators, and we've got kind of a unique little thing going. John called in the last minute this
Yes,
morning.
he did.
He just heard we're doing this, so he lives in the Piney Green. What's that?
He calls it the Piney Green Speedway.
International Speedway or something.
Yeah, Piney Green International Speedway,
Yeah.
which is not wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty right. Yeah, 32 degrees it is out here, wherever he was exactly. Now, we do appreciate all these hams. And if you guys have any interest in becoming an amateur radio operator, now is your time. You can come and you can get some free, count it, FREE information, some assistance from hams. Those who've been there, got the T-shirts, they'll be glad to help you out. They'll point you in the right direction. There's some free study guides, whatever, some stuff that you want to do. If you got questions, all you got to do is ask them. And but they got a meeting. We have a meeting this weekend. Is always almost always the first Saturday in each month. And that's this weekend. And the location for the meeting is at the Emergency Operations Center. That's over in the Commons. If you don't know exactly the address, because I don't either, look for that big 400-foot tall tower. It's visible from anywhere out in that neck of the woods. And just follow. Go to the tower. Go to the tower. And at the base of that tower, you will see a bunch of cars parked outside in the parking lot, and they'll have antennas on them. Some of them have call letters. They are very noticeable. You know who they are when you see the cars. And just come on inside and sit down and come in and enjoy the visit. Just sign in as a visitor, and we'll introduce you. You'll introduce yourself when the time comes, and you can get to know people who have a like interest. It may not be for you, but you may be something you like. It's a lot of fun. It's a great hobby, and it comes in really handy in case there is an emergency.
We need to send word out to one of our friends that just showed interest. Yeah, I'll do that today.
Okay, I don't know what latest is here. I haven't checked this morning, to be honest with you.
Sad.
What do you know? I'm going to Tucson now.
We're going to Tucson.
Not sure exactly why the sheriff's office suddenly made the home and property belonging to 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie a crime scene again.
Well, they didn't. It was the FBI.
The FBI made it a crime scene.
The FBI came in. The sheriff said a couple days ago that they had released the house. They got everything they needed. They were done with the scene at the house. Well, the FBI got involved yesterday.
Well, they kind of called and requested more assistance.
So the FBI got in yesterday, and the FBI went out there, and they taped off the entire house and the property, and they did a lot of they went inside and did the crime scene themselves, which I can understand because if they're involved now, they want to be able to get what they need.
Super professionals.
That's right. So they were there yesterday, and I was watching live video last night from the scene because one of the news people had a drone, but they appeared to be going through the garage. They were concentrating on one particular room in the house. So they were gathering whatever they needed. Then they got finished. They locked up. They took the crime scene tape down and they left. Now, they were also seen at the home of Annie Guthrie, which is
one of her daughters.
That's the other daughter. And they were seen going in and out there. Now, people were speculating like, oh, they're searching her house. What it was Nancy and Savannah and the brother, they went live last night on Instagram, on their account on Instagram, which everybody has it now. And they spoke about their mother's disappearance, and they pleaded, we need our mother back, etc.
Sure.
And the reason why the FBI was there is because, as you know, you're prior law enforcement, they're going to sit there and they're going to say, look, say this, but don't say this,
Right.
et cetera, because, and they were seen going in there with a tripod and camera and stuff. So
I could trust Samantha to
Right.
shut up when she knows better, but
Right.
or when they tell her to,
Yeah.
but I
Yes.
wouldn't trust anybody else.
But it broke my heart to watch it.
Mhm.
I mean, I had tears coming out of my eyes because you know what? Nancy Guthrie has become everybody's mama right now.
Mhm.
Has become everybody's mama. She's 84 years of age. She does not have her heart medication. She does not have all the things that she's used to. I pray that she's still alive and that she's doing well.
Well, she was dropped off at her house by her daughter
Son-in-law.
and son-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And the son-in-law is a teacher at one of the schools,
Right.
about math and science or whatever. He teaches something there. And the daughter is okay. I don't know exactly
There
what
was,
she does. She's an author. She's into some other stuff.
She's an author, yes. There was some word coming out last night from a news source that said they had it confirmed and on very good authority, and they believed their informant that the son-in-law is being investigated and is playing a big role in this. But the FBI and the sheriff's office came out last night and said, we have not singled one person. So, of course, they're going to say what they need to say. Little things are leaking out. Whether they're true or not,
That's
we
the
do
thing.
not know. We do not know.
It's easy to speculate. It's
Very
it's,
easy.
It's just like which the sheriff put out. The word is the Mrs. Guthrie, the missing lady, Nancy, is her watch stopped communicating with her heart.
Yes, her
thing.
Apple Watch, her
So
Apple Health
whatever it
Watch.
is,
Right.
and it stopped about 2:00 in the morning, whatever. So he's making something of that. I don't know how that operation
She
is.
may not be wearing it.
Well, she might not.
Right.
At 2:00 in the morning, she probably was not up and didn't take it off. So that's what
Right.
they're.
I don't wear mine every night.
Well, but if you move away from it, and the questions that I would have:
Mhm.
did you find the watch and the monitor, or did you
Right.
find the watch at the home?
Right.
If the watch was left behind, okay, well, I understand that why you wouldn't have it. But if the watch is missing too, then that could open a door for more speculation.
Right.
And if the watch was left behind, or by whoever took her, then whoever took her may understand what that watch does.
Exactly.
That would point towards somebody who's familiar with the family. If
Right.
she just doesn't wear her watch at night, I
Right.
do, you don't. That's what you said.
Not all the time. Sometimes I take it off. Sometimes I
Mine's
leave it
always
on.
on unless I'm having to charge it overnight for some
Sometimes
reason.
it just bothers me. I take it off.
And then but that would not say anything.
Right,
That
right.
would mean nothing then if she normally keeps it off, and
Right.
if they find it at the house. So that's a
Well, her
irrelevant
cell phone
clue.
was at the house. They knew not to take her cell phone.
Yeah. Well,
So
if there was a day, or maybe she walked
I
away,
have
maybe
my
she
thoughts
maybe
on
she did the whole
this.
thing herself. You don't know.
but it's pure speculation in my head right now.
Yeah, well, there's
And we're going to see how it plays
everybody's
out.
got the same kind of speculatory
That's right.
abilities, and
Now, I will-
98% of you will be wrong.
I will tell you at 12:45, there's going to be an update. There's going to be a press conference,
Eastern
and there
time.
will be Eastern time, 12:45 today.
Okay.
So I'm sure that you can probably catch it on Fox News. You can
Maybe they'll
catch it
cut
on.
it off at the very end, though.
Oh God, don't start me with that. I'm so mad. They better not mess up their
Okay,
time.
here's what occurred. Now, here's the latest stuff here.
Yes.
Nancy Guthrie, she is the mother of Samantha Guthrie, who we all know on
Savannah.
NBC's
Right.
Today Show. And she has two other children. One is a retired Air Force pilot.
Yes,
fighter
her
pilot.
son. Her son.
Her son
yes.
is. and her other daughter is married to a gentleman who's a school teacher.
Yes.
And her name is Annie.
Annie.
Annie. And Annie was, she also, about us 9:30 on Saturday night-ish, sometime around that time.
Right.
I don't quite understand what the significance was, but she does work for a woman out there who's in, she's an ultra left leaning individual. Don't know. So that she works for her. And she's also a poet. She's also an author of a book about poetry. I think she's written one book and so I guess, whatever. Don't know. Don't have a clue. You can rest assured of a couple things. One is the FBI has all of the bank records of everybody in that family and everybody connected with that family.
Right.
At this point in time, they've already nailed that down. So that will be part of the stuff that's going up. The crime scene tape, you've explained it. I didn't know why they put it up. I went back there yesterday, but once the FBI comes on board, you can rest assured that they're going to want, not take over necessarily, but they're going to want to do their own thing. I would always welcome a second set of eyes.
Right. Well, Rayford, if you were FBI and you were going in behind another agency, you're going to go in and you're going to look for yourself.
Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of what you do, regardless of who the other agency is.
That's right.
So
That's
whatever. Right. There were 2 reports, right or wrong, legit or not, of 2 different news agencies. One's not a news agency, it's an entertainment spreader of gossip.
TMZ, I'll say it.
Spreader of gossip. And the other one was a traditional mainstream media outlet.
Right.
They each claimed that they got ransom notes delivered to them. True, false, probably they got them. And who did they come from? Don't have a clue. There was somebody out there just having a blast, wanting to create some speculation or just do whatever.
My understanding is it was by email. Now, if you send an email, that's dumb. We're glad you did, but it's dumb.
Well, yeah, it depends on how knowledgeable you are about how to cover your tracks. The victim may have been bleeding. We've heard that too, and they made a big deal of that last night.
Right.
Why they got that speculative person? What's her name?
Nancy Grace. Oh my gosh.
Golly, Miss Molly, she's got all the answers. Why don't they just give her a badge and a gun, let her go arrest somebody?
Last night I watched her
most putrid thing
on Fox News.
Entertainment crap.
And all of a sudden, Savannah is her best friend and has been her best friend for many years. I'm like, yeah, okay. And Nancy has come out with all these speculations. Look, I lost it for Nancy back in the day when she attacked our sheriff, Ed Brown. Yeah. I was done with her.
She had to speculate. Oh, the woman had to be upright because she was bleeding from the nose and there were drops of blood. How do you know?
How do you know the blood came from her nose?
How do you know any of it?
How do you know it came from her nose?
How do you know the guy didn't get, or girl or whatever, didn't get scratched by this lady?
Now, yesterday they did say on one of the things last night, and I believe it was Fox News, that they did test the blood and it did belong to Nancy. But watch the presser today at 12:45, and they should be able to give you a correct update.
She may not have the pills that are required for so many people with heart conditions.
Yes.
I don't know that it's deadly if you don't take them.
Right.
I can go days without taking my pills, and I have from time to time. But I didn't drop dead. So
I can tell you, as you get older, your skin gets thinner.
Yes,
and
you do.
I can just get, like, my little dogs. They'll play with me, and sometimes they'll catch my hand or something. I will bleed like crazy.
Oh, I do too.
I am on no blood thinners, no medication, but because my skin is thin on my arms and hands, the least little thing, I'll bleed like crazy.
I'm hoping for a safe return and a rapid safe return. It's been going on to 5 days now. So hopefully this will end well. And if it was something nefarious, hopefully that they will take the necessary steps to make sure that individual or individuals are punished accordingly. Okay.
Like I said, she's become everybody's mama right now. We're all feeling the.
Yeah. So a man in Missouri spots a woman who's looking for a ride last weekend because she was cold and needed a ride to a shelter. It happened in a rural area of Missouri. The man was apparently attacked and killed by that woman. According to police, William Palmer was found shot early Sunday. 36-year-old Brittany Rivoire is accused of fatally shooting Palmer and then stealing his truck. That's after he stopped to offer her a ride. She was in distress. The victim's fiance, Rianne Jones, told reporters he was known for picking up people like that who needed rides. He was just a very nice person. There are folks out there, and the more rural you get, folks do things like that. You know, you might get stopped by a guy out in the country somewhere. You need a ride. You got a problem? Hop in the back. Go. Let's go. Nothing nefarious.
Nope.
But, you know, you used to be able to do that. No, not anymore. You can't do that. Palmer was collecting scrap metal Saturday night when he encountered this lady, Rivoire. Palmer's friend was also in his vehicle when he picked her up. But he got out after becoming concerned about her behavior. I want to know more about that and why they didn't throw this woman to the curb. Rivoire faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder, unlawful possession of a gun. Where did she get that? Armed criminal action and first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle, along with that first-degree murder charge. She's in the jailhouse, and she doesn't have a benefit of bond on her. Good. Good. Whatever. That's yeah. Did your dad? I mean, he's a Marine. He picked up people hitchhiking, didn't he? They look like a Marine
all the time.
Okay, that was back in the day. You could do things like that. My dad. Right. I have had an uncle. He was in the Air Force. And the way he got from point A to point B, he didn't have a car where he was. He was just a young kid when he entered the Air Force. He hitchhiked from everywhere he went. He said, I can get home faster than a lot of people can get across town. If you're a serviceman and you look like a military person, especially in those days, because that's the way my dad would look at him. He looks like he's military. I'll pick him up. Oh my God. And we're all in the car. We gave a lot of people rides.
My dad's biggest thing was in his last couple years, I'd meet Dad for breakfast. We'd go into a local restaurant, and if he saw a group of young Marines eating, he would pay for every one of their meals. And I'm like, Dad, you gotta stop. There's more coming to the door. Should I wait for them? Nope. No, Dad.
Let's go.
You're good, Dad. You just bought 20 breakfasts. You're good.
So when they saw him coming, they just said, ring the bells. He's here.
Yeah. George is here. Everybody sit down. He's going to buy breakfast. Yeah. But you're right, though. Back in the day,
you could do that.
You could do that.
I really don't even see people hitchhiking anymore. And if I did, I'd never pick them up. I have picked up a couple in my life in the past. I was headed for Florida, and there was a young man. He was in uniform. He was a sailor. He was a sailor. I mean, what am I going to do? Not pick him up?
Right.
And down in Georgia somewhere or another. Oh, yeah, bud. Hop in.
Things are different these days.
Yeah.
That guy that you're picking up now, or that woman could be a serial killer.
A woman. Yeah. She's charged with first
women are
murder.
crazy too.
Oh my God. Maybe we get that in writing and stick it up on the wall here. Women are crazy too.
And we're all
I would
crazy.
have to add something under that. No kidding, Dick Tracy.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, yesterday in Tucson, Arizona, too, some more tragic news. A police helicopter crashed and an active shooting scene in Arizona last night, killing both people on board. Flagstaff police said the Arizona Department of Public Safety Ranger helicopter was providing tactical air support for its officers and other law enforcement agencies when it went down, killing the pilot and the trooper, who was also a paramedic.
Let me ask some questions here.
Yes.
First, because I haven't read it. I heard what you said earlier this morning.
Right.
Helicopters providing air support, air eyes is basically what they call it. We got eyes. We've got eyes up there in the sky. So with an active shooting situation going on? Was
Yes.
it a barricaded person or something? Or
It just said area resident Amanda Brewer told CBS affiliate she heard 3 gunshots followed by 2 more at 8:40 p.m. local time. So she called 911 and officers arrived in minutes.
Mhm.
She said then she heard between 15 and 20 more helicopters.
helicopters?
I'm sorry, gunshots. I'm reading ahead.
No wonder the chopper crashed.
Brewer says she heard the helicopter above her house just after 10 p.m. and there were more gunshots after that. You could hear the blades going. Then there was a very large crash. It shook the house. It was startling, and she could see a large fire in the forest.
Any
behind her
word
house.
that whoever was there was shooting at the helicopter too?
No, I had heard last
Okay.
night
Well, we don't know then.
that shots were fired at the helicopter, but I have found nothing to substantiate
Yeah.
that rumor. So
Okay, 2 people on board. One was a
trooper
one was
paramedic.
trooper paramedic. So
Yes.
it's interesting.
That's just horrible. That's just, I mean, Arizona, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
And this is something that we did not discuss yet that came out last weekend. It was the TV star Fisherman's, out of my way, these daggone pop-ups. The
Sleeping.
boat,
Yeah.
the TV star Fisherman's boat that went down in Massachusetts, and his entire crew went down with it.
Yep.
It was the TV star fisherman who vanished off the coast of, with his crew, who vanished off the coast of Massachusetts when their boat sank. Gus Sanfilippo, skipper of the Lily Jean, and 6 others are presumed dead after their 72-foot fishing vessel capsized with temperatures at sea were a bone-chilling 12 degrees. They
Not
did
the ocean, the air
right.
temperature.
Coast Guard went out immediately when they got the call.
Yeah.
They found one body floating, which was already deceased, and they were able to retrieve that body. And there was some debris, but that's all they've been able to find, and they have suspended the search since then.
Sure.
So, how terrible!
That ocean can be really nasty, and when it's nasty, a 72-foot boat may seem like it's a big old boat right now, but the bigger they are, the
Mhm.
harder they fall sometimes.
Well, one of the persons that is presumed dead that's on the boat was a 22-year-old environmental biology graduate, Jada Samet. She went on the boat to document
Mhm.
and to observe, and she lost her life too. So sorry.
Well, there are times to. I've had it, most boaters that I knew who were active, who really would get out there a lot, boaters who were divers as well, and fishermen and all that sort of good stuff. There are a lot of times, okay, I'm not paying that. In those days, we didn't pay that much attention to the advanced weather conditions
right.
because they weren't available like they are today. You get up in the morning, you look outside, the flag's blowing in the wind pretty hard. Okay, which way is it coming from? Oh, that's coming out of the southwest off this coast here. Ocean, that inlet's going to be rough. So we might not go then. But you get up in the morning and the flag is, okay, just a light breeze out there, we'll go. We'll take a look-see. But on those occasions, on more than one of those occasions, I hit the inlet or get to the inlet and all I see out there is white water. You know what we do? I'm aborting today. Abort. We turn that boat around. We come back in. The baddest part of that whole baddest part of that whole trip can be after you get into the inlet and you're in that really shallow water in these shallow draft inlets that we have that are not maintained like they should be, and you get into that really shallow water, and then that water gets really rough, and then you can't turn around once you're in that inlet. You got to get on out there, get into the bigger water, deeper water, and then you can turn around and come back in. Otherwise, no such thing.
And on the phone now, we have our favorite sports editor, Chris Miller, with the Daily News. Good morning.
Bang.
I can't do it. It's not kisses I'm throwing. It's
Chris, it sounds like she's giving you a kiss. My God. Don't tell your wife about that one.
Yeah, my wife will come over there and kick some rear end. So
tell her it's not me.
Tell her she has no worries.
That might be me. Absolutely.
She is a pretty lady.
Well, she is. I'm the one. I tell her that I'm the lucky one. I outkick my coverage, and I'm luckier that I'm married to her than she is of me. So,
You upped your game. So did I. I know what that means.
Yeah.
Have you got her Valentine's gift
It's
yet?
not time yet.
There's nothing wrong with shopping early, Rayford. You should know that.
Well, to be honest, we are we kind of scale back in terms of Valentine's and Christmas and anniversary and birthdays and things.
Uh-huh.
We like going on trips.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
obviously, for Valentine's, she likes candles, so I like, we'll get her some candles and obviously some cards and flowers and things like that. But we like
That's so sweet.
we like going on trips. So
There
we're
goes this
St.
surprise.
Martin.
going to go. We're actually going to do a few things on Valentine's Day. This year, and go out of town and kind of make it a day trip and come back the next day. So
Okay.
we'll have the little one with us as well. So it'll be a nice little family
Yeah, that's
getaway
nice.
for a day.
That's nice. It is a
Very
family
nice.
event too.
Very nice.
So, why did you mention St. Martin?
That's a nice place to visit.
You been there?
No.
Oh.
I know my daughter's been there several times, her and her husband.
Oh, did
But
they?
yeah.
They go to the naked beaches, did they?
If they did not share that with me, and I don't need for it to be shared with me.
We'll get them on the phone. We want to know. Chris wants to know.
I don't need to know.
No, I did not want to know.
Anyway, so you busy
Rayford,
catching up.
Rayford, what have you been watching during the during the snow again?
I know I've been to St. Martin, but it is, and they have the world famous Orient Beach there, which is all naked.
Isn't that the beach where you fly in? It's like you drop. It's got a very short runway.
I don't make those kinds of noises when I fly in.
Yeah. Okay.
There are a bunch of beaches, a bunch of islands, several, not a
I'll be
bunch.
like, bring me another drink.
So, yeah. Well, there's nothing like sitting at that beach out there, and the people get up, not a stitch of clothes on, and they go to the beach bar and they sit down on one of those
It's been
stools.
a lot of
No.
naked this week. Been a lot of
No.
naked this week.
That's why I asked you why you were thinking of St. Martin.
People arrested for nakedness. Rayford talking about nakedness.
You're the one who talked about all the naked men they've been arresting in Jacksonville.
Well, there are news stories. That's what I said. What's up with all the naked in Jacksonville? Anyway, Chris, so I saw that had a lot of games postponed. I guess they're all starting back tonight.
No, there can't, because all the county schools are remote learning
Oh,
today.
that's right.
So-
They can't do that.
Yeah, and I've talked to
that's
I've
right.
communicated with quite a few different coaches, and even if there is schools on Friday, none of them want to play because their teams have had a practice whole week. So it really is a safety issue. You have to you would think that maybe some of the kids are out, in at least getting some exercise, throwing
Right.
snowballs around earlier in the week, but. You would hope maybe they're doing some sort of exercises inside the house, but they're high school kids, so they're probably not. They've probably been playing video games all week and doing their remote learning stuff. But so I mean, they need several days of practice to kind of get back in game shape. So it definitely is a difficult situation. And but a lot of these coaches have been here before with hurricanes and the snow we had last year and previous years. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll work.
you'll catch
It'll
up.
come out. Maybe by football season they'll be ready to go. What do
At
you
least
think?
it's not Charlotte Mecklenburg.
Mecklenburg.
Good, Mecklenburg.
Nakedburg? Is that what you're trying to
You've
say?
got me all messed up this morning.
I tell you what, that not finishing in that NASCAR preseason race or
It
whatever.
messed her up.
It did. It messed me up.
Yeah.
I'm just out of sorts. But
Hey, who Lee? Who won? I haven't had a chance. Wasn't Royal Rumble this weekend?
yes, it was. And guess
And
who won the
Royal-
men's? Roman
Who,
Reigns.
who won it?
Roman Reigns.
So I bet. Rayford, that's why she's so out of whack this weekend. Her,
That's why
her
she's,
man won
that's,
the.
that's why she's thinking
last
of
one.
naked. She's already got plans to go to St. Martin with him.
No, I'm going to Brazil.
He's going to be in St. Martin.
No, my other boyfriend's in Brazil.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on to sports. So, what have we got coming up this weekend? Anything?
Well, I guess we had that little old ball game called the World Championship of Professional Football. Rayford, do you remember when it was called that?
Yes.
Yeah, there was no first Super Bowl. Super Bowl
Mhm.
one
It
never
wasn't
existed.
Yep, it wasn't called the Super Bowl until the third one, the Jets and the Baltimore Colts back then.
It's
So
like,
that was the famous
Yeah.
Joe Namath, we're going to win the game guarantee, and that
Mhm.
kind of changed the course of professional football for years to come.
It's kind of like World War One did not exist until World War II came along. It was the Great
Yep,
War.
yep.
Yeah,
it was
he
the
did
Great
that to me.
War.
I fell for it one
It was the
time.
Great War. Now, the
Mhm.
Super Bowl was not the Super Bowl when it was held the first year, 67-ish, I think it was, 66.
Let me see.
I forgot
I am
which.
looking.
Yeah, I think
I
it was
am
the
looking right
66
now.
season. Yeah,
Yes, it was January 67. I believe.
January 15th, 1967.
Yeah, you know who was playing?
Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs.
Who didn't win?
I just saw that. Where's it at? I believe. Let me see.
the Packers won the game.
But the
Green
question,
Bay 35-10.
But the question that I asked, who did not win?
Rayford, Kansas City. So I need your expert.
She would be so easy in the interrogation booth.
Shut up.
Okay.
Anyway,
So what are your predictions for the weekend? Is it going to be somebody going to win?
Seahawks or 49ers? I mean Patriots. Oh yeah, who's playing?
Well,
Kansas City's not.
I'm not going to lose sleep over if the Patriots win or the Seahawks win, but I'll root for the Seattle Seahawks. But I think it's going to be a good game, and I think the commercials are going to be good. I know there's a lot of people watching for the commercials, and Rayford and Lee, I know you guys are really excited for the halftime show.
Yeah, I'll be turning the channel.
Let me know when it's over. I won't even be watching any of it.
No, I'm turning at halftime to Turning Point USA.
I'll be asleep.
I'm watching theirs.
I'll probably
That's
be
an
on,
American
I'll
halftime.
probably be on YouTube.
Will that be on will the Turning Point USA thing be on a station, or was it?
I don't know. It may be on Fox on their news channel. I'm sure they'll show some of it because they've been a big supporter of it. But I know that Turning Point has their own YouTube channel, and as well as the Charlie Kirk channel.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they'll be showing that on YouTube. But if I find out, I'll let you know for sure. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm anxious for the commercials. I've already seen a sneak peek at some of the commercials with the Clydesdale and the baby eagle bird. Oh, that is so good. So good. I know I'm going to cry.
Do the Clydesdales eat the bird?
No, he finds the little baby bird. It's a baby eagle. You wouldn't know to look at it. It was in the mud and the water, and it couldn't get up, couldn't fly. So
Who put
next
that
thing
bird
you
there?
see, the bird's on the horse's back, and through the growing phase of the bird gets bigger
What
and bigger.
part of what production company used a guy to put that eagle in?
Until
such-
it got big enough, and you saw it was an eagle, and it flew away. It's
all
a
in
good-
one 60-second commercial. That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, magic
That's
AI.
better than solving crimes on.
Yeah, and that 30 or 60-second commercial probably cost Bud Light or whatever.
Couple million, 15 million, something like that.
I remember when those commercials were $35,000 for a 60-second
Let me see
commercial.
if I can find it.
I thought that was outrageous. You know? It's for one shot. And look at the production you'd have to do to have a commercial that runs one
Here we
time.
go. A 30-second Super Bowl commercial in 2026 cost approximately $8 million. Rayford, you could have put a commercial on there for us.
I could, yeah, we could have sold some. Y'all want to buy something and tell us what you think about the Super Bowl? Feel free. We'll do it for less than $8 million.
$8 million, Chris.
We're in the wrong business, Chris. Again.
Well, we know Budweiser. I don't know what other. Then there'll be a car commercial. I'm sure.
What makes Budweiser anyway?
Probably a Tesla commercial.
You have cars, chips, potato chips, beer, some sort of financial stockbroker stuff.
Yes.
So you'll have a hodgepodge. Movie trailers. I think a lot of people like the movie trailers. So
Yes.
even movies won't come out until December. They like running the trailer just to get excitement going. So
Oh, I've got it right here. Budweiser, Amazon, Anthropic.
And what?
Anthropic. I don't know.
Anthropic.
It's promoting an AI service. Base 44 is an app building web service.
44. I
Blue
got 4 of those.
Square Alliance advocating against anti-Semitism in a Super Bowl commercial. Oh, great. Oh, Guy Fieri. Bud Light, Budweiser, Comcast, Xfinity, and Dove. Dove promoting body confidence and girls sports. Dove soap, Dove body wash, Dove antiperspirant. Anyway, so
Okay, when it's all over and said and done with, what's the point spread?
that it's going to be close.
27. I'm gonna say 27-24.
All right, I'm writing that down. 27
that's pretty
Seahawks, right?
Yeah, Seahawks. Yep.
I'm kind of rooting for the Seahawks
Are
myself.
they going to give them some time off from college?
I'm kind of rooting for this. They don't go to college.
Seahawks will all have to go to college down in Wilmington. Otherwise, they can't play basketball.
I'm kind of rooting for the Seahawks too. I mean, it won't hurt my feelings if the Patriots win, but I'm just kind of leaning towards the Seahawks because I kind of feel like they're better on paper, but they're also kind of the underdog, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what else is on Saturday, right? The Duke North Carolina
Yes,
basketball game.
I think it's at 4:30, isn't it?
I think it's at 6 or 6:30. I think
Somebody
they
sent it to me.
around that later in the evening or early in the evening time. So
that's
a lot
always-
of people are going to be watching that. And
Yes.
Duke is Carolina's is one. Is having a better season than they did last year, and Duke is looking pretty strong. But you never know when it comes to the Tar Heels and the Duke Blue Devils.
I'm gonna tell you what, watching those two play, it stresses me out so bad. The last few minutes of the game, oh gosh, it's stressful. It is stressful, isn't it, Chris? It's just like they wait till the last minute and they tie up, and then it's all depends on that. If somebody gets a 3-pointer or somebody gets a
deal in
foul.
advance with each other
Oh,
to keep the
And
suspense
then
going.
all the coaches, basketball coaches, wait till the end of the game to call all their timeouts.
yes. It's stressful, right?
That gives them more commercial time, more time to run some commercials to make some more money. That's what it's about.
I've got to put that in my calendar so make sure
Really?
I don't
Trust
forget
me.
that game.
So hey, I did want to throw a shout out to our good friend Chris Marks. He was a very big help during the storm. And of course, whenever there's no sports going on and there's like a hurricane or a snowstorm, the news editors politely ask sports guys to help out with coverage and kind of try to get reaction and pictures and things like that. So we don't mind because we understand that the news side will if we have 4 or 5 high school football games going on, the news side people would graciously help us out with covering some high school football games. Wink, wink, hint, hint, Rayford. So we don't mind helping out at all and serving the community. So I reached out to our friend Mr. Marks and said, "Hey, look, can you help me out and maybe help me get a hold of some people, some snow reactions?" And he came through, and Mrs. Marks provided a couple comments, and then Chris got some of his buddies, some of his friends to they kind of weigh in. So it ended up making a pretty good story.
It was a good story.
I think our news editor combined my story with somebody else's and kind of made it one bigger story, people reaction, but also what's going on, what the look ahead. But some of the reactions that people had, I think Chris reminisced about his younger days and playing in the snow and things like that. So so it was pretty neat to get people's reactions to the snow. So, Mr. Marks, if you're listening, thank you so much. I really appreciate your help as always.
And I do want to say that was a very good story. And I know you've gone into now where you have a homegrown segment. Is that's what it was? Homegrown?
Oh, really?
Um,
Oh, for the podcast, yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and I was supposed to do a couple of those interviews back in December, but unfortunately, we couldn't make it work. We had a couple tournaments that had to be covered. So,
right.
but yeah, Steve started a homegrown where he interviews previous high school standouts who
Okay. I
who are now
thought that
doing
was
some
yours.
great stuff in college
Right.
with their sports. So, that's a popular feature. We in our prep report podcast yesterday, we had Swansboro basketball coach Brett McFarland and a couple of his players, and so people really like enjoying the sports podcast, and
Good.
it really has the Man Cave Media has really become a pretty good
Yes.
conglomerate of
Mhm.
Just different podcasts, and of course Steve is the boss. It's his company, it's his baby, but
We're talking about Steve Goodson.
I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of it, and it really is a lot of fun. And next time I talk to him, I'll have to get him to walk over the one block over to Rayford's house.
I sent him an email.
I think that we'd have to get him a GPS, a handheld GPS, and maybe a road map, a seeing eye dog, and some stuff like that, so he could find his way over here.
Well, I do want to say for anyone listening that Chris Miller, who we have on the phone right now, is the sports editor for the Daily News.
He is.
He is the go-to for anything sports in Onslow County and beyond, especially during high school season. He kept us all, abreast of everything that was going on. You can also follow him on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Chris Miller at JDN, which is Jacksonville Daily News, JDN Sports.
I've been trying to pronounce that. Jillian.
Oh, God. Anyway, so Chris keeps us. We know. I mean, if we need to know something, and we so enjoyed working. Being at the football games with Chris out there and harassing him. You did. You harassed him bad.
Who, me?
Yes, you did.
What did I do?
Always harassing Chris.
You booed me. You threw popcorn at me.
No, I don't waste popcorn.
With Chris Mark,
And then Chris Marks.
Chris Marks might, but I don't.
He goes, Chris Miller standing at the 40-yard line picking his nose.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah.
And then the crowd goes boo, hit, and then when they say, and now live and local with the Rayford and Lee.
They say, who? What is this? I don't know this.
Yeah, I know. He was out there just like promoting us, promoting you, promoting the cheerleaders,
and
everybody.
And then it is so funny.
Jealousy
time
takes
to be
over.
awkward here for a second. It's so funny when you guys, certain individuals get a little upset when you guys are getting some love. They come storming into the press box and they're like, give us some love too.
It's okay, I don't care.
We all need to be loved. That's right.
I don't have a problem,
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, the pictures that Rayford was taking at the ball games, every ball game, and putting it on our page, we're getting 60 to 70,000 hits. Per week. Those pictures were flying. So, and I think it renewed a lot of interest in high school football for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think people really enjoy. They still enjoy seeing their kids' photos in the paper.
Absolutely.
Football,
Yes.
the band,
Yes.
the cheerleaders. And I tell you what, it's one thing that really keeps. I would say more so the website. People like seeing the photos on the website, especially if it's Mike Tackett. I've talked to him talked about
We
him
saw
before.
him. Yeah.
He's just the equipment that he has, but I mean, it's more the.
I'm sorry?
He's just an awesome photographer.
His
just an awesome,
photography
photographer.
equipment. Rayford.
And just a small world. Chris Marks, Mike Tackett,
John Althouse was out there. Yeah.
Tim Foster. They all
Mhm.
used to work together, so they all and Harold and Mr. Foster it was they all knew each other and worked with each other, so it was just a small world. And and I tell you what, if y'all ever have a chance to get Mike Tackett on the radio, this gentleman has some awesome stories.
We should do that.
You can write a whole book with the stories that he's done.
Okay.
Yes.
Bring him in.
Yes, we'll have to do that.
Bring
That
him
would
in.
be.
Yeah.
And you tell Steve I'm tired of begging.
I'm not going to beg him. I'm going to charge him if he wants to come on now.
I
I'm
do
just
have to
kidding.
tell one quick story about Mike
Yes.
Tackett. Again, he's
Uh-oh.
a photographer that really helps me out. He was full time with us at the paper back in the 80s and 90s. Did a great job, and then he went on to do some movies. And one of the movies he did was, if you're familiar with it, was back in the Wilmington area, was The Conjuring. That's the one with the Annabelle doll lead. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, Annabelle doll.
Yeah. So of course the original Annabelle doll allegedly is actually a Raggedy Ann doll, but during the filming of the movie, he got to meet some of the actors that was playing the Warren family, and he actually got to hold the prop Annabelle doll. During the movie, and just the stories that he would tell. It's just, how often do you get a chance to actually hold that creepy doll that's going to be in the movie? And so that's
No, I'm gonna dream about it tonight.
he showed me pictures of it, and
God.
so it's I think that was a pretty neat story.
I got roped into, when I was not in news, I was doing photography, commercial stuff. And that was one of the clients that I had we did some stuff. I did stuff for the studios, the movie studios. And on one of the movies, when it opened up, I had to go down and shoot prop pictures in advance that were going to be used in the movie. Family pictures, because the photos were going to be used up on a wall, going up the stairs. People put their family photos up there, right?
That's the Annabelle doll.
And then I have, and what they wanted here was had to use several kids of different ages to portray as they were growing older.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I shot all these people, shot the husband and the wife. And that may be the one where Gerald, who was the major dad guy, Gerald McRaney, and his wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Delta.
I don't know.
Delta
Dawn or something. But anyway, Delta Burke.
Delta Burke.
Okay.
That's it.
She was, let's see, they got married. They brought me the wedding photographs of the two of them together. One of them, I forgot who was, I guess she was in the movie. He was not. And they had, that's right, because they had an actor to portray him, but they wanted the older photograph of her. So back before the days of Photoshop, I had to take a photograph of their photograph of the wedding portrait, right, of the two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to get a picture of the guy that was going to be her husband in the movie. I took a picture of him in the studio, and I had to make it look like he was at the same angle and all that sort of good stuff till I finally got it right. Then I had to trim them out and copy it and put him over where Gerald was standing. So I replaced Gerald with another person, and that was back before the days of Photoshop. And that was one of the photos that was on the wall on display. But in that particular movie, whatever the name of it was, the first 7 minutes of it, when it first opened up and the credits were running and everything, the first 7 minutes, my photos were the images were on screen longer than any actor was on screen for the first 7 minutes.
You still have those pictures?
No.
Don't be putting them out here.
Why?
No, Annabelle creeps me out.
Oh, that's a...
Between her and Chucky.
And Rayford, and then your next movie was Striptease, right?
Striptease.
No, I didn't do that one.
He goes naked again.
But I did a bunch of those movies, and let's see, who was? And I was actually in a movie. I didn't do any photos work in it.
Oh, really?
I was in a movie with a lady that I really liked her, and she actually did some commercials. At one time, says you have to know when not to be too much of a lady. Her name was Jacqueline Smith.
Oh,
Remember Jackie Smith?
She's old news.
She was one of the Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. Charlie.
Where'd you go, Chris?
Yeah, right here.
He's trying to think. Who's Jacqueline Smith?
You don't know who Jacqueline Smith was? She was a model, but she was also one of Charlie's Angels. She was the smart, sophisticated one. Anyway, she was in a movie, and she came out, and I got to ask her some questions on camera, but it was my back was to the camera, and you saw me for, I think it was 20 seconds or 15 seconds in the movie. But you didn't know it was me, but I did. They gave me $20 for that 15 seconds. Cash.
Well, yeah.
Then I had lunch with her.
$20?
I have no clue. Then I went
to the strip club.
And now then I had lunch with Jackie and her husband.
Really?
Yeah. They're on the set. I mean, well, at the movie studio. So it came time for lunch, and we all sat down together and ate.
Once again.
So it's
nice.
Interesting
Nice.
people, interesting stuff.
Nice.
Well, one more thing. Speaking of movies, y'all have Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know what Netflix just released?
What? Tell me.
Every one of the James Bond movies are on Netflix now.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm writing it down.
So I've already, I'm on. I think I'm on. I've seen them all before, and they're all great in their own in their own way. But I'm on the. I think I'm on number 5 now. So I'm on the George Lazenby movie now.
Only the original is good.
They're all good.
The original James Bond.
They're all good.
He had class.
But I tell you what, some of the things that they were able to do in the movies back in the early movies in the 60s, you couldn't get by with doing now. I mean, I swear it's you're rewatching them and just certain things that they say and they portray certain certain actors and you can't get by with doing some of that stuff today.
Nope. Not to make the major big screen, you won't.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
But enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and stay safe. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
I'll be watching it. So
call me when it's over.
Too. We'll be talking about it come Monday.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of weather. Still raining out there. Looks like it.
It's winds
not
picking up.
much.
See what the radar shows.
Marine forecast. Got winds out of the north today, 20 to 25 knots, gusts to 30. 4 to 6 foot seas offshore, 2 to 4 near shore. Sounds and rivers are rough. Rain mainly this morning. And it was foggy yesterday. Ooh. Good gracious. Tomorrow, northwesterly winds 15 to 20. Westerly in the afternoon, seas 3 to 5. Oh, that's further offshore, 2 to 3 near shore. Sounds and rivers choppy. Saturday, northwesterly winds kicking up 25 to 30. Gust to 35. Seas running 5 to 7. 3 to 5 near shore. Sounds and rivers very rough. When they tell you it's rough is one thing. When they tell you it's very rough, watch out. That's your cue.
Did you? You're fast this morning. Okay.
Better than being half fast.
Today, freezing rain likely between 7 and 11 a.m., then a chance of rain after 11. Cloudy with a high near 35, north wind around 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 17. Tonight, a slight chance of rain before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy, then becoming clear with a low around 19. Friday, sunny with a high near 50. Friday night, slight chance of rain and with a low around 28. Saturday, sunny with a high near 40. And then going into next week, we're looking at highs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, mid-50s to low 60s. No rain, sunny.
Yeah, winds here at the studio have calmed down a little bit there. Wow. Well, now it kicked back up again. They're running about 5 miles an hour and out of the west-northwest, mostly west. Temperatures holding 29 degrees and barometric pressure. It's back up to 30.06. That's a 30-06. I like 30-06. They're great calibers. So anyway, it's kind of chilly.
I'm looking on the radar map right now. There is a blob of rain that's just small blob that's just starting to enter the northern part of the county, and behind that is a little bit of ice and snow. Does not, and we don't know if it's going to come this way, but if we do get it, it'll be light, it'll be fast, and it'll be gone.
Oh
Get
God,
out.
there we come. Now it's
Get out.
that's like using the Q word going into the weekend. Don't do that. Scary.
Did I say the Q word?
No, I said, but you're talking about it's going to be nice.
Yeah, nice is not a Q word. We're good.
I got some bad news.
Oh no.
Yeah. This is a bit sad.
Oh,
Those
no.
who will be affected have likely already been receiving the bad news.
Oh no. It's Timmy.
So I don't know whether I should give the bad news before we talk with Timmy or while we're talking to Timmy. What do you think, Timmy? You want to hear the bad news?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Okay, then you just have to listen up. Then how's that?
I'm gonna listen right up because it's colder than the well digger's butt out here. Now, I need all the warm bad news I can need.
Turn the heat back on.
Well, the people who are going to be mostly affected by this news going to be everybody, but the ones who have going to be mostly affected are probably have already heard it. For the rest of us, both commercial and recreational fishermen and people who like to
what
eat
now?
fish, Marine Fisheries is closing all waters to the harvest of speckled trout in North Carolina. The North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality's Division of Marine Fisheries said this becomes effective at 4 o'clock tomorrow, Friday, 4 o'clock tomorrow, due to widespread cold stun events. Cold stuns are natural events. When it gets cold, it's natural, that occur when there is a sudden drop in water temperature or there are prolonged periods of cold weather that makes the fish sluggish. It doesn't necessarily kill the fish. It just makes them sluggish. Many fish will die from the cold. Most will end up falling prey to birds and other predators because they can't get out of the way. If they get caught into the shallow waters, they might pop up and then, there they are and they're just fair game. Studies suggest that cold stun events can have a significant impact on spotted sea trout populations. Sea trout, speckled trout, they're kind of like very vulnerable. They're not real hardy fish. So they're great. They're fun to catch. They're great to eat. But this happens.
And so you're saying right now you can just go out and scoop them up?
You could do that, but you can't do that legally. If you get caught with doing that,
I'm not.
Even if they're
going to
dead. It's
I don't want a dead fish.
you gonna eat them live. The division has confirmed significant spotted sea trout cold stun events in 10 bodies of water in North Carolina, from Hyde County all the way down to Pender County, the sounds and rivers. The division is still receiving and verifying more cold stun reports, collecting associated environmental data. If you are out there, if you're a fisherman or you walk along, you see speckled trout, notify Marine Fisheries. They're trying to get a big study going to see how long they need to keep this, what the damages to the fish population is going to be. Yes, they'll come back, but there's a good chance the fishing for speckled trout will be delayed because they want the new babies to have a chance to get bigger, and they want mama and daddy to be able to hang around and produce some new fish to replace all of those that are dying. That's what that means.
Right.
Does that explain it so even a normal person can understand it?
Who's out there
Yeah, I can
counting
handle
the
that.
fish?
A lot of people. And they do it in a
I
certain
mean-
area. They know what it can relate it to the whole big area. So anyway.
If that's what they're saying, I trust them to a certain extent.
Right.
I'm not familiar with the speckled trout, so and I would go to a recreational fisherman and I would ask. When I'm in other projects, expert when I want to know something.
Well,
I don't know what Joe Blow knows. What Joe Blow knows down the road. I mean, I classify you as an expert. You're a sports fisherman.
Yep.
You love to go out and catch and eat, and you've been saltwater fishing. And I've never been trout fishing. And I tell you, I quit fishing altogether when I felt like I needed a college education. to learn how to fish when, all the new rules and regulations used to come out. I said, I had too many hobbies anyway, so I started giving some of them up. And fishing was one of them.
I don't want to give up fishing, especially
Well,
trout
I
fishing.
don't blame you. I love fishing. I enjoyed it. I love freshwater fishing, but I rather eat saltwater fish.
Yeah, me too.
I know that.
Mhm.
But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed freshwater fishing.
Well, hopefully
And,
this will come about, and this water will warm up in a hurry. The trout, I wish they'd had more time, but you can give them all the advance notices you want, but they don't pay attention.
Right.
They have to act on their senses, and if it comes in suddenly, the temperature drops like it did down to 9 degrees here, they don't have a lot of warning that that's going to happen. And if they're in shallow water, the water in the deep holes is not going to drop a whole lot, not right away. And in the ocean, it doesn't drop a whole lot, only right at the shoreline. It gets down to a certain level, and it kind of holds there. If the fish know about it in advance, like it's a long, prolonged, gradually getting colder and colder and colder, they'll go find some deep holes or they'll go offshore, one or the other. That's the way fish do. But when it suddenly drops like it did for this past week, last week, and this week, that's no notice. Too late. Got you.
Yep.
So,
I just wish they'd bring back herring fishing in North Carolina, if that they may have, but I know they discontinued. I used to love to go fishing for herring in March when they were herring with the run, and they outlawed it in North Carolina at one time. So that if you got any herring, you had to go to Virginia or South Carolina to catch them or get them.
yeah.
So okay. I don't know what the deal is, but I even get on wildlife officers about. I said we have so many deer. I said I think number one, and have said this for years and years and years. The season ends January the 1st.
Yep.
Deer season ends, and I used to say it. I said you need to extend it to February the 1st. And you need to up the tags because the deer are running. Number one, the deer are running out of places to go. They're eating more and more of the farmers' crops, and now the farmers can go out there. If they're eating in the bean fields, they can get used to. They have to have a permit. I don't even know if they have to have one now or not.
I don't know. Don't think so, but
they may not. But we are overpopulated, and one of the reasons is encroachment, and it's just going to be that way. But that's what I wanted to fall in on. But I'm glad you said about the speckled trout. I didn't know.
yeah, it just came out yesterday, but it goes into effect tomorrow afternoon, Friday afternoon after 4:00. Don't plan on going out there because they're going to give you a ticket if you do.
Let's go now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you go now and bring me some fish. I'll clean them and cook them. I'm not one of those cold weather fans at all. None. It was okay at one time. I never liked it. Don't get me wrong. I never liked it, but I would dive year round. Even with a wetsuit, it got water when it's down into the 40s. It's cold. And the coldest water I ever dove, and this was in a wetsuit, and it was a very short dive. I will tell you, it measured 36 degrees. It was in the river, in New River, down near Sneeze Ferry. It was, I'll tell you, the banks along New River, the water had frozen over. So along the edges where it was shallow, really shallow, that's how cold the water was.
Yeah, you weren't you weren't laser diving there. I guarantee you
I
had
was not.
There was a mission going on somewhere.
There was, yeah.
I guarantee you.
There was.
And that's what I like. Because I wouldn't want to get in 36-degree water to go diving, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I had Bill Woodward, who was a lieutenant at the time with the sheriff's office. He was a detective, and he's the one who asked me. It was in February, and it was cold. It was cold.
I miss him.
Yeah.
I really do.
But I found what he was looking for, and it made the sheriff kind of mad because he said he was thinking it was something else, and Bill had a different idea. And Bill said, I want you to go down there at the bottom of that river down there. And I said, that's the Intercoastal Waterway, Bill. He said, I don't care what it is. You go down there at the bottom of it and you find this gun and You let me know when you find it. And I said, no, you're going to be on the boat out there with me, right? And he said, what? I said, I'm going to turn the evidence over to somebody else. It's not going to be me. So I was in the water for less than 2 minutes and I found it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was happy.
That's
I was
right.
happy.
I'm-
Sheriff was not.
I bet he weren't. I bet Thomas weren't too
He
happy.
was not happy at all.
I bet he weren't. God almighty.
Shit, I'll never
Well, look,
forget. He was sitting there shaking his head. Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
have your travels
Yeah.
been with all this weather?
I drove my personal truck to work yesterday. I did go to work. I did not go to work Monday or Tuesday. I didn't get out of the house until, I didn't get off the farm until Tuesday. It was about 10 o'clock. I had to go see somebody. It was somebody had Alzheimer's. And they were, I just went over there. And I shoveled out the driveway,
Oh,
and they were itching to do that, But then I took him to the bank. He had to go to the bank, and I took him, and don't mind it a bit. And came back and got things squared away. But they weren't bad then. Now Monday, I didn't go anywhere, but I stayed on the farm, and I did go outside, and I measured 12 inches. Most of the time, I had drifts up to about 16, 17 inches in certain spots. Not many.
Yeah, we had a few of those.
My driveway is a quarter mile long. There's trees on both sides, so it took a while for that to thaw out. So it should be gone today with this rain that we had last night. I had just a little bit left this morning, but yeah, it was tough. I just decided I didn't need to go in it. Everything at the house was fine. The horses were fine. The donkeys were fine, and they were out. Everybody, but all the horses were out there playing in it. But Grace, she didn't want no part of it. She was underneath that shelter, looking at me like, I want a treat. That's all I want.
There you
And
go.
I went out there and gave her some.
Just as simple as they
She
can
had
be. That's not a problem.
And that's it.
Timmy, do you have a welder?
Tonight.
Are you a welder? Can you weld? Can you weld stuff?
I used to weld. I do not have a welder anymore. I haven't burned a weld rod since 1995.
I want to build
I
something.
used to be the welder at warehouse.
I want to build. I want to build something.
Well,
Here's my plan. Here's
we'll
my
get
plan.
Together.
Here's my
Okay.
plan. Here's my plan for the next snow. I want to get a little trailer, little 2-wheeler that I can tow behind my Jeep, and I want to build a
Yeah.
flamethrower on the back of it, aim it at the ground, so I can, as we go along. Let's just
Mercy.
listen up. As we go, instead of plowing that stuff off the road and packing it up along, we just go along the road. We just got to
Okay.
keep it at a temperature that doesn't melt the asphalt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It can be done. You
Well-
can adjust it. It doesn't have to be that hot to melt the snow, right?
Right.
So
Well,
we just
we
build
have,
one and just blow it and build it right away.
Well, you have some turkey farmers when they go in there after they get a flock of turkeys out.
Yeah.
They go in there and they purify the ground, and the way they do that is they got a great big burner that goes behind the tractor.
They've already got one.
And,
See,
yeah, it goes
I'm not
behind the
stupid. This is
tractor
a
and
good
blows
idea.
it. Yeah, and it what it does, it cooks that. Well, it heats up that
Mm-hmm.
the shavings and stuff and purifies it.
what's
And I remember
That's
one
good.
year we had that big ice storm. I had a farmer. I had my water line froze in the driveway.
uh-huh.
And he said, well, I can fix that. Well, it just so happens when he was on his way down there, it thawed out enough that I found where it was where it was frozen at. But he was going to take that machine and go right down my driveway and cook my driveway.
There you
He
go.
said, we'll find it, and we'll melt your snow.
You thought I was nuts.
Wow.
Now
Well,
I've seen things on social media where guys out there with these big flamethrowers out there
Yeah.
melting
Oh,
the
yeah.
snow
And
in their driveway.
Okay. Well,
And if
somebody's.
you go to the any drag strip, they have them too. If it rains, it comes
Yeah.
a little shower rain.
Right.
They've got them on a tractor where they just ride
Those
down
big
and dry the
dryers,
asphalt
yes.
Then
out.
why don't we use the
Yes.
same stuff to fix our streets around here?
Because it
I guess
doesn't
it's called
happen.
money.
Well, money, yes, and it doesn't happen that often
and
here.
take a lot of money to buy propane. 'Cause that's what they use.
We could probably get a lot of donations for that.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
somebody said the other day that if Jacksonville, Onslow County was to invest in snow equipment,
It would rust.
it would rust before we would use it,
It would.
next.
I've said that
So-
for years.
Well,
Yes.
I got a good friend of mine who was out there pushing snow. He worked for the state. And I saw him at Big Wiggly that Tuesday morning. I just stopped in there to get him a little something to eat. And I
That
said, "How
sounds
many
good.
you got?" He said, "We got 10 trucks." He said, "We got 3 motor graders, and 2 of those were contracted. But we
Mhm.
do have 10 trucks in Oslo County."
Hmm.
So I don't know what the city had, but that's what he said that the state, that Oslo County State District had.
Yeah.
So that was great.
All right, Jimmy, got to run. We're coming up on the end of the
Thanks,
show here.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Y'all be good. I
You
just wanna
too.
holler. I'm glad everybody fared out all right.
Doing great.
So far,
Glad
so
you
good.
are too.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Y'all be good. Bye.
You too.
I got something for you.
Really?
Yeah, the supposedly frugal senator from Vermont. You know him, socialist Bernie
We're
Sanders.
talking about Bernie.
He wants you, he wants me, by force if necessary, to reduce our so-called carbon footprint. We are just using too much fuel. We're just doing this. We're doing that. We don't need to be doing that. We need to go more green. Reduce the carbon footprint. He and other non-thinking, self-centered people have no problem, though, telling everyone else to conserve. Back off until it hurts. Quit polluting our air and our land, right? That's what they say. Maybe this socialist is actually a fraud. Maybe he's a shyster. Nothing more than a 2-bit con artist.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Bernie, you're not conning anyone except all those people who gave you lots of campaign money and those who you conned into voting for you election after election after election. Seems that during last year, 2025, you know those election rules, you're familiar with them, right? Where you got to file reports about what you spend the money for, how
Campaign
much money you
finance.
get in,
Oh,
what you spend it
yes.
for.
Oh,
Guess what he
yes.
spent it for?
I'm afraid to ask.
I figured you would be.
Hair implants.
No. Bernie chartered private jets to get him from one place to another. Sometimes one person on board him, sometimes
campaign
two.
expense.
Sometimes two. One of those other people was AOC. They were going around telling people they needed to conserve and
Well, he's got to get there somehow.
don't spend money on all this other stuff. You're wasting. You're burning fuel.
Let's just get a private
Get
jet.
an electric car. I know,
Right.
Bernie, you need to get an electric airplane. When all of you people screaming and hollering about getting electric vehicles here, electric vehicles there, good for you. Get one that fits in an airplane. And let me know when the power quits there.
Well, one day we can look forward to our cars being able to take flight and fly. So maybe Bernie
They do
can
now
get
if they
him.
go over a cliff. He paid for all of those chartered jets,
Uh-huh.
small jets. They might hold
People
5
who
people, 10
donated.
people, or whatever, with campaign money. People who gave
People who
How
donated.
much did he spend last year? A
Tell
little
me.
over $550,000, over $500,000
On private jets.
chartered jets, private jets. Those that he chartered just to get him and maybe one other person from point A to point B. He couldn't
Right,
drive. He couldn't catch a commercial flight.
I'm sure he's not the only one.
Oh, I'm sure he's not. Nice work,
Mm-mm,
Bernie.
Not at all.
You
Both
two-faced,
sides.
you two-faced scumbucket. You. What else don't you really believe in,
Mhm.
but insist that everyone else do their part? Why are you so much better than we are? If we can conserve and we can stand out here, why can't you do it, buddy?
Let's see if I can.
You really should have been president. Most of them act the same way. They're better than we are. They want us to do everything, but they will do it the way they want to. Our druggie boys,
Mm.
the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, they have seized more than 200 website domains tied to an India-based transnational criminal organization, what they call a TCO, working within these United States. One responsible for at least 6 fatal and 4 non-fatal drug overdoses. The TCO tied to these illegal online pharmacies has been under investigation by the DEA's Rocky Mountain Field Division since 2022. 10 days ago, DEA field officers throughout these entire United States started conducting multiple operations leading to the arrest of 4 individuals, along with the issuance of 5 immediate suspension orders and 1 order to show cause, both of which are administrative actions taken against DEA people, DEA registrants. If you sell drugs, you run a pharmacy, you got to have a DEA license. If you prescribe drugs as a
Right.
doctor, you got to have a license through DEA, right?
Right.
Okay. This was done
Yes.
to protect the public from dangers to public health or safety. These actions were in addition to the U.S. government shutting down more than 200 online pharmacies accused of filling hundreds and thousands of orders of diverted pharmaceuticals and counterfeit pills without valid prescriptions. Have you not seen these ads? Oh, you no need to go to see a doctor to get a prescription. You can talk with one of our local doctors by telephone, tell him what your ailments are, and he will write you a prescription, and we will fill it right here in our conveniently located drugstore. Available by mail only.
Well, interesting.
Just give us your credit card number. Investigators say the operators of these online pharmacies and their co-conspirators were illegally dispensing and shipping diverted medications without valid prescriptions to customers throughout the United States.
Wow.
And online pharmacies, as they get more and more popular, patients are encouraged to remain vigilant when purchasing medication online. I can't do it. I cannot order my drugs online. I just
You
can't
don't
do
know
it.
what's in them. Somebody may have dropped a fatal pill in there with the others.
Even when
You don't know that when you go to the pharmacy.
it can be difficult to identify an illegal online pharmacy. So let me give you some possible red flags. These are some things you need to consider. If it sells prescription drugs without requiring a valid prescription from a healthcare provider, yours,
Right.
if it offers much cheaper prices than what is typically seen in the market,
Right.
I'm not talking about a dollar here, a dollar there. That can
Right.
vary from drugstore to drugstore in Oslo County. If it lists its prices in a foreign currency, they got it in pounds, or they got it in rubles, they got it in pesos, they got it in Canadian.
Pesos.
It's $4 Canadian. That's not U.S. currency. That's not their prices. If it has to be translated, converted into U.S. dollars, I'd be careful. If it does not contain proof of a valid pharmacy state license or a DEA registration, you probably don't want to be buying from them.
No.
Medicine arrives in broken or damaged packaging
No.
or in a foreign language,
No.
don't take it. Your medicine does not have an expiration date or is expired already, don't take it.
Don't take it.
If the medicine doesn't look the same as what you received in the past from your trusted pharmacist, don't take it. I mean, I got some one time, half of the prescription was in capsules and half was in the pill form.
Right.
Well, whichever one I take, I take the pill, the capsules, I think, in that particular one. I went back to the drugstore. It was all in one bottle. I said, what is this? And I dumped them all out.
No,
They
you
said,
didn't.
oh, I did. Yeah. And I said, okay, I know over here. I said, I dumped them all out on the table right there. I said, what is this? All of these came in the same bottle and they say it's this such and such a, well, It is. We ran out of the capsules. We know you
They
prefer the
should
capsules.
tell you that.
Well, then put it in 2 different bottles and let me make a decision whether I want this other half or not. First of all, the one that I wanted was cheaper than the other one.
Right.
So I got charged for part of them the higher price and part of
Right.
them the other price. I mean, that was a no-no, but it was something I could see and I knew it right away there was an issue.
Well,
So
it's
I took
probably
it
a good
back.
thing you did question it.
Well, absolutely. It's going to
What
question
if, what
it.
if the pharmacy technician had messed up? He was got a prescription for somebody over here, filling one for
Yeah,
you.
I don't know.
She could have put something in your bottle. He could have put something in your bottle that could have killed you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I almost changed pharmacies when I picked up my last 90-day prescription.
Right.
Of stuff, not for that one, but some other, because the pill bottle they had it in was really tiny compared to the pill bottle that I got before for 90-day prescriptions. So when I open up the pill bottle, you know how you can put the cap down one way
Yes.
and locks?
Yes.
There was barely enough room to get all 90 pills in there.
Really, seriously, folks, you couldn't find a bigger bottle.
I could not turn it over like I normally do. 'Cause
Right.
I don't have any rugrats around to open the thing and the
I
cat
wish I
hasn't
got
figured it
lids
out.
like that.
And so I dumped them all into the old bottle. The
Oh,
bottle
there you
that I had
go.
before.
There you
Problem
go.
is I had already ripped the prescription off. So when the time would come to renew it, I wouldn't know what it was.
Just
So
keep the old bottle, the new bottle.
I kept
Yeah.
them back to back. And now when I've
Right.
used enough of those pills that I can use it, close it the right way, I transferred them back.
Okay.
But when I go back there, I won't accept another bottle like that.
Have you ever stopped to think about the trust that we
Phew.
put in our medical providers?
We have to.
The trust
Do you
we
have
put
another
into
choice?
the pharmacies
Yeah.
when we go to pick up our. Most of us just go do it. We don't think twice about it. We think, okay, this doctor knows what they're talking about. I'm in good hands. If they say I need to take this, then you get the prescription, you take it.
Something bothered
you
me. I
don't
saw
question
a
it.
story. I think it was in the Daily News a couple of weeks ago. And it's a shame. A little mom and pop operation up here in Western and Country Club,
Right.
Office Park Pharmacy.
Yes.
My mom used
they're
them for
closing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
They can't
that's
stand the
sad.
competition.
No.
I mean, they're it's a single unit. They have to
Right.
buy the drugs, and they don't get the price breaks that
It's very sad.
the
Yes.
multi-chain operations get.
Right.
So they're going out of business. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
I
date is. It
saw
may already be
that.
done. I don't know.
That's sad. That's
But
like history.
It is history.
They've been there forever.
Yeah, my mom, and you know what they used to do for my mom?
What's
After
that?
hours, the lady would come and bring her medicine to her.
Wow.
Every time there was time for it, she just had an ongoing bill there, and all they did was run her credit card each time.
Those mom and pop stores, you don't realize how much they actually meant to you
I know.
until they're gone.
Yeah, and it's like another place that I'm extremely familiar with right here in town. The end of an era. A marina.
All right. Yes.
A marine
Yes.
dealer here. And I hate it. I've been down there. I was there yesterday and I'm going to go back today
Now,
because I'm still getting some
I
stuff.
think the business has been sold. Is it another marina going in there? Another boat place?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how it's going to operate. It doesn't look like because they've required all the people who have boats there, stored there, or who've had them in the water there, in the slips there for
Right.
decades. They've required all of them to leave.
Well, you're not starting off well.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Hopefully, they're going to clean up the boat. It's going to,
Could be.
maybe they got
Yes.
something, but they should have told somebody that, in my
Yeah,
opinion. So
well.
it's
Now, the end of an era.
it
and
is.
it
that
was
place has been
Bill
there forever.
Tarpley that originally
Bill-
owned it.
Yeah, Bill Tarpley
Many years ago?
got it, and yeah. So
Wow. End of an era.
It is.
It's sad to see these local businesses owned by local business people. It's so sad to see them close down.
Yeah.
These big corporate things coming in. Ugh.
okay, growth is not always a good thing.
No, it's not always a good thing. No, at all. Don't forget. Oh, and I've got must see TV for everyone on February 26th. Hillary will be before the committee in Congress. And on the
Your
27th,
Honor, I'm a lawyer.
Bill
I plead the fifth.
Clinton will be before the Congress.
I don't think they
to-
should allow. I think each one of them should be sequestered.
They better air this. They better show it.
I think
I'm
they
gonna be
should be
mad.
questioned when they're interviewing, discussing things with Hillary. I'd like to see if Bill tells the same lie.
What? I don't even know why they're bringing them in, to tell you the truth. Why are they
Again,
bringing them
I
in?
said it yesterday. I
They're going to
did
bring everybody
in
in.
front of the entire American population. Everybody watching TV then, and all those who didn't catch it then have seen it since then. I did not have sex.
What?
with
Think
that
about it, Raven. What's the
woman.
purpose of bringing them in? They're going to
Who-
bring
what's her
everybody
name?
that was named in all the millions of pages in.
And what? And he lied to us at that
It's
time. No, I did
over.
not do that. I did not have sex with her. I did not have sex with her.
It's a
He lied. He
So-
lied to the American public.
The whole thing
And-
is
and then-
ridiculous.
When he gets up there and starts answering questions under oath
Right.
for the Congress people who are going to be asking him questions, how would you believe what he says? There is no reason to bring him up there and put him under oath.
No.
He is a known liar.
What are they going to contribute?
Nothing.
I mean, you know,
Entertainment.
say
Take
you
it-
were in a hot tub with a young girl 25 years ago.
What you
Why
gonna
do
do
we
to
need to
me?
know that now?
I'm 80 years old. I don't remember it. I don't remember that. Yeah.
Are they going to bring everybody else in that was named in the files or had pictures?
But they don't make news.
Well, just
like
real
the
quick, I
Clintons.
want you to know that Elon Musk just texted me
Are you?
on X.
Are
He
you,
said,
"Are you two-timing that other dude?"
the guy in Brazil, hello, how are you doing? You're having a direct conversation from me, Elon Musk, and I handle this page personally.
Elon,
And I
call us
said-
at 910-333-0139.
I
Don't
said,
text.
sure it is. And he wrote back, yeah. How long have you been my fan? Also tell me
Never.
how long you have been supporting my career.
And
The
what are you
next
wearing
message will be, have you ever bought Bitcoin?
before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
See, what was I going to tell you? But I can't tell you now. Oh yeah, remind me to tell you about Clinton as soon as we hang up.
Oh,
Okay, guys,
boy.
we got to go. We'll see you tomorrow morning. You're live in Local Real Talk.
Yep.
And tomorrow's Friday. It'll be the weekend. And just for all you folks who've got to go to work, then you're going to get another holiday or two. What's the next holiday this month? Valentine's Day is not a holiday, and it comes on a Saturday
Well, Isn't
anyway.
it President's Day?
President's Day. I don't
And
think they
February?
even February 15th ish. It used to be.
Wait a minute.
Well,
It
I mean, what
is,
are they going to just not pick up trash that day?
President's Day, February 16th.
16th. Okay.
That's our next holiday.
So they won't pick up trash that day. They're
It's a
accustomed to
federal
move- they're-
holiday. Right.
You know, can you imagine the amount of this trash days that have changed, particularly in November?
I know,
December,
I know mine
January,
got picked up yesterday.
February.
That's all I can tell
Well,
you.
mine
But
gets picked up tomorrow.
Oh,
Normally
well,
gets picked up on
now,
Tuesday.
the nice thing about President's Day being February 16th, it follows right behind Valentine's Day. So all you lovers get a long weekend. How about that?
If you get Monday off.
If you get
How
Monday
about
off,
How about
yes.
if only one of you gets Monday off?
Then the
you
other
be
can make a
mad.
nice dinner for him or whatever. And then Ash Wednesday begins on Wednesday the 18th.
Okay, good.
So
You're
anyway.
live at Local Real Talk where we're awake. Finally, not woke, and we won't be for a while. We will see you tomorrow morning beginning at 7:00. Have a great day. Be safe. Those roads still have some ice along the edges and places, so don't get out there cutting the fool. We'll see you in the morning. Bye.